a WikiVidi documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. To All the Boys I've Loved Before, film. To All the Boys I've Loved Before is a 2018 American teen romance film directed by Susan Johnson and starring Lana Condor, Noah Centineo, Janel Parrish, Anna Cathcart, Madeleine Arthur, Emilija Baranac, Israel Broussard, and John Corbett. Based on Jenny Han's 2014 novel of the same name, it was released by Netflix on August 17, 2018. Plot: high school junior Lara Jean Covey writes letters to boys she feels an intense passion for before locking them away in her closet. Her latest letter is to her childhood friend Josh, who is dating her older sister Margot. Margot breaks up with Josh before leaving for college, but her leaving leaves Lara Jean feeling alone. She feels too awkward to hang around Josh again, leaving her with only one other friend, Chris. One night while hanging out with her little sister, Kitty, Lara Jean falls asleep on the couch, allowing Kitty to sneak into Lara Jean's room and find her collection of letters. The following Monday at school, Lara Jean is confronted by a former crush of hers, Peter. Peter reveals he was mailed his letter, causing Lara Jean to faint. After waking up, she sees Josh approaching with a letter of his own. And in a moment of panic, Lara Jean kisses Peter before running off. Lara Jean then encounters another recipient of a letter, Lucas, who comes out as gay as she realizes all the letters have been mailed. She then explains to Peter she was merely causing Josh to think she lost interest in him. Peter is surprisingly okay with this, and proposes he and Lara Jean fake date each other to make his ex-girlfriend Jen jealous. She agrees, and the next few months go by with the whole school, along with their respective friends and families, believing the lie. However, when Peter finds Jen actually jealous, he finds himself conflicted on his true feelings. Meanwhile, Lara Jean finds herself jealous of the two. Eventually, the two go on the school ski trip together, where they confront each other about their true feelings. They proceed to kiss while alone in a hot tub. After the trip ends, Jen confronts Lara Jean, revealing Peter spent the night in her room after they kissed. Furious, Lara Jean breaks up with Peter and storms home, where she finds Margot has returned from college. Peter then comes to her house, hoping to explain that nothing happened between him and Jen, but Josh arrives as well. Margot overhears everything and is visibly upset when she learns of Lara Jean's former feelings for Josh. Things are worsened when after Lara Jean asks Peter to leave, she sees a video of her and Peter in the hot tub has been put up on Instagram. Lara Jean asks for Margot's help, who calms down and comforts her sister. Kitty then reveals she sent the letters. While Lara Jean is enraged, Margot calms her down when she asks why the letters had addresses on them. Lara Jean realizes she may have wanted to send them, but was too afraid to do so, and the sisters forgive each other before emailing Instagram to get the video taken down. After Christmas break, Lara Jean discovers everyone knows about the video anyway. While Peter tries to tell everyone that nothing happened, Lara Jean confronts Jen about the video, who reveals she tried to sabotage their relationship as she felt betrayed when Lara Jean kissed Peter in middle school during Spin the Bottle. After talking with her dad and re-evaluating the relationships in her life, Lara Jean talks to Josh, who agrees to be friends again. When she hesitates to go to Peter despite having real feelings, Kitty pushes her to do so. Lara Jean goes to see Peter, and he tells her he is in love with her. The two kiss before walking off together. In a mid-credits scene, John, a recipient of Lara Jean's letter who she knew in the 5th grade, arrives at her door with flowers in hand. Development. In June 2014, author Jenny Han's New York Times best-selling young adult romance novel To All the Boys I've Loved Before was optioned by Will Smith and James Lasseter's production company Overbrook Entertainment. At that time, writer Annie Neal had been hired to adapt the book for the screen. On July 5, 2017, production began in Vancouver, British Columbia. It was announced later that month that Lana Condor had been cast in the leading role of Lara Jean's song Covey, with Susan Johnson directing from a screenplay by Sofia Alvarez. It was also reported that John Corbett, Janel Parrish, Anna Cathcart, Noah Centineo, Israel Broussard, and Andrew Batchelor had joined the cast of the film. This is the first film released by Awesomeness TV after its acquisition by Viacom. Filming. Principal photography began in Vancouver, British Columbia and the surrounding areas on July 5, 2017. Parts of the film were shot in Portland, Oregon, which is also the setting for the film. Scenes at Lara Jean's High School were filmed at Point Grey Secondary School. Production concluded on August 4, 2017. Reception. On the review aggregation website Rotten Tomatoes, the film holds an approval rating of 96% based on 46 reviews, with an average rating of 7.2. The website's critical consensus reads, "To all the boys I've loved before plays by the teen rom-com rules, but relatable characters and a thoroughly charming cast more than make up for a lack of surprises." On Metacritic, the film has a weighted average score of 64 out of 100, based on reviews from 12 critics, indicating generally favorable reviews. The film has been criticized on social media for the casting of white male actors in the roles of 4 of the 5 love interests for Lara Jean's song Covey. Speaking with IndieWire, author Jenny Han stated, "I understand the frustration and I share that frustration of wanting to see more Asian American men in media." Han added, "To all the boys I've loved before. All I can say is this is the story that I wrote." A scene in the film featured Kitty Covey offering Peter Kavinsky a bottle of Yakult which he drinks, led to a spike in sales for the drink in parts of the world. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like to know more?